Welcome to Mojotalks, where we explore the world through stories. I'm Mayur Channagere, visual storyteller and your host. Welcome back to Mojotalks with Mayur Channagere. In the first part of our episode, we spoke about
That's when I realized there is so much more to coffee than just a coffee shop. I had never thought of coffee as a profession. She saw in me the passion for coffee, and then she said, I'll quit my job and then support Suhas with his passion. Coffee is something that's ever evolving. The quality of coffee will go up. Even the water that you serve plays a crucial role. That can make a latte art better than I can. There are 22 licenses you need to run a coffee shop. Show me one cafe that has all 22 licenses.
Suhas. Welcome back. So, you took a slightly different route.
Yeah.
Right? You started with the academy.
Yeah.
I still remember that one small
Yeah.
thing on the third floor, which was basically on the roof shed. You and Divya were only two people. That's where I met you guys first.
Yeah.
Then you started the academy. But you didn't stop there.
Yeah.
And like you spoke earlier, you said, okay, with the academy, you're building goodwill. That means
Yeah.
products.
Yeah.
You increased your product range. Sourcing, you now have your own farm where you grow your own coffee.
Correct.
And then also you kind of brought in the community part of it. It was just not you, but you also have other coffee farmers who supply, and you kind of brought in that kind of stuff. Now you are also looking at, or I think you already started manufacturing your own coffee machines, which is made in India.
Yeah.
Do you think one should be looking at that? Or how do you see the Indian market reacting to something like this?
It could be like if you see Tata and even Cafe Coffee Day is a very good example. They're completely spread into the whole supply chain. They have their own farms, they have their own roastery, they have their own equipments which they manufacture, coffee machines, vending machines, etc. And they have their own outlets. They also had an export company which they shut. So they're completely integrated into the whole supply chain. So they are a good example. At their peak, everything was going in their favor because they had everything in-house. Their costs were substantially cheaper. They had their own school where, like, if you go to the Chikmagalur region, a lot of people treat Siddhartha sir as God because he changed lives for a lot of people by educating them and all of that. So they had their own school as well. So that was one of the inspirations. And then COVID really sort of changed this for me because we were just focusing on just B2B, just let's do this, and education, and just these two things. But during COVID, it also hit me that me being a completely integrated company would make me recession proof, would make me pandemic proof, etc. So now we have a strong B2C segment. We have our own coffee shops in Delhi and Bangalore. We have our own farm. We have our own roastery. So we can pivot to being anything that we want whenever we want. So we don't have to, like, we can switch gears immediately. So that was my whole intention, that I build this to last, and I build this where my costs are so much more cheaper than rest of the people in the country, which is true. Okay. Like, just when coffee prices doubled, we didn't really struggle with it because we were sitting on a lot of coffee ourselves. So that really helped, and our costs we didn't have to increase prices in our cafe.
So that's a point that I would like to highlight. Like, while there were cafes which were charging $200-$300 a cup, you were charging $90. Right? I mean, now it's marginally increased, but they have almost doubled.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
But still, Binky coffee is still cheaper compared to all the cafes out there.
Correct. Yeah, this is simply the reason. My equipment costs are cheaper. My input costs in terms of coffee is cheaper. Like now, even the honey that we use was an expensive ingredient. Good honey is expensive. So we have our own honey farms in the coffee estate. So it's our own honey. So all of putting together all of these things, even the school, we have our own school. We have trainers on payroll who train a lot of our staff. So a lot of these costs sort of go down. So today I'm not worried about attrition. If someone quits, then I have somebody in the pipeline ready who's gotten trained under us to take up this position.
Awesome.
So that's how we have been able to still supply at be affordable in the coffee shop segment. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And still be profitable. Very important. Very important. Yeah. I am that old school that way. It is like that evening, how much money am I taking home?
No, but that has to be the case, right? I mean, passion can drive you to a point.
Yeah.
But unless you know where your bottom line is and where your money is coming from and are you in the red or the green is what matters.
Yeah.
Slightly moving away from the business part of it. Can you quickly walk us through what are the different types of coffees? Because there is a leading question to that.
Yeah. You mean to say in terms of the species, or you mean to say in terms of...
a lot of people walk into a cafe, they don't understand. There's like, okay, let's start with the bean, right? Then there is Robusta, there's Arabica. That's...
I'll talk in terms of a barista. A customer has walked in today, and this is how I would approach talking to him and then deciding what I should suggest to him, right? So this is all the more important for India because there are not enough coffee knowledgeable people in the country, correct? So a customer walks in today, and then the first thing that I would ask him is, would you like to drink your coffee black or white or with milk, right? So, and then he would, India being a milk-based drinking nation, most probable answer would be with milk. So my next question to him would be, do you like your coffee bold or mild? Right. So he would say, if you're in South India, most probably the answer is bold. So I would not recommend to him like a flat white or a latte, because both of these beverages have a lot of milk. Yeah. My natural suggestion to him would be a cortado or a cappuccino. Right. Cortado might be too intense for a lot of people. So cappuccino would be the natural suggestion because it has a lot of foam, medium amount of milk, and then espresso shot. So that is what I would suggest to him. And then comes your flavored versions with condensed milk, with could be a syrup, or with like a brown sugar latte is something that's quite popular overseas. It's getting popular in India as well. So you have like brown sugar which is melted, you add to the cappuccino, and it becomes a brown sugar cappuccino.
Wow.
Yeah, or a latte. So that is something that I would recommend. But as a consumer, if there is not a barista that is suggesting me all of these things, first thing that I would try to do is, if I am caffeine intolerant, I get jitters from coffee, I would definitely not drink a blend that has Robusta in it, because Robusta has twice the amount of caffeine. Sorry.
Okay.
Robusta has twice the amount of caffeine. So if you're caffeine intolerant, probably you should not be drinking a coffee that has Robusta in it. Not that it tastes bad or whatever, but you should not, because of the caffeine content.
It's got high kick.
High kick. Yeah. This is what will wake you up in the morning. This should be the morning coffee, Robusta blend. And then comes the Arabica, which is milder, less caffeine, more flavorful, more aromatic, more complexity, etc. So you will have to go for an Arabica blend. So this is the first thing you should notice as a customer. Yeah, which one would you want to choose? And then comes, like I said, your choice of drinking with milk or without milk, or alternate milk as well. So then you could choose as you wish. So this is how I would say the different kinds of coffee. Now there are other kinds called Excelsa and Liberica, which are other species of coffee.
Oh, okay.
Generally, we just knew Arabica and Robusta. But Excelsa and Liberica are becoming popular as well. Like my farm is 100% Excelsa. So we had Arabica, Robusta, etc. We uprooted everything, and then it's just Excelsa right now.
Okay, what is Excelsa?
So it's a kind, like I would compare it to mango. There is Ratnagiri, there's Alfonso, there is Totapuri, so many kinds.
Correct.
And each of these tastes different. So if in my farm, hypothetically speaking, if I were to get a certain Arabica, certain Robusta, Excelsa and Liberica, and plant it same soil, same fertilizer, same everything, each of these taste different. They have different characteristics in terms of the tasting profile that they have. So Libericas are usually more funky, if I were to put it, like more fruity, juicy. Lot of them do taste like ripe pineapple. Ripe jackfruit. Like a little bit of fermented jackfruit, like a fermented fruit kind of a flavor note you get from Liberica. And Arabicas, like I said, are more complex. You can find a lot of different flavor characteristics. Acidity as well is one of the traits that Arabica has. Robustas are bold, more chocolatey, caramel, intense, strong cups. So this is how each of these coffees taste different.
When you were describing the different types of coffees and what you should be asking, the first thought that came to my mind was, boss, I just want coffee.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you walk in, if you're knowledgeable, then yes.
Yeah.
Or if you understand the different flavors,
Yeah.
palettes, whatever, if you're slightly deeper into coffee. But 90% of the public who
Yeah.
walk in
Yeah.
are like, I just want to have coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially regular coffee
Coffees.
drinkers
Yeah.
and this. So it becomes that much more important
Yeah.
for the barista to be knowledgeable and trained
Yeah.
in this thing. Earlier, we were talking about the level of passion
Yeah.
to be a barista in India
Yeah.
versus abroad.
Yeah.
You want to share that?
Um,
Like you were in Bali recently, and
Correct. So I was in Indonesia, and then similar sort of demographics, cultures. So same again, barista was not a very respected profession. It is now in Indonesia. We had the world champion from Indonesia last year. He won the world championship and things like this. So I draw a lot of comparisons between our two countries. They're also not a small population. They are fourth biggest population in the world. Yeah. So for the land mass that they have, that's huge. Correct. So a lot of similarities. Even our foods are quite similar. They also eat very spicy food, like us. So there, when I went there, I spoke to different baristas from small coffee shops to very fancy coffee shops. The baristas were very passionate. They knew about coffee. They knew I could speak to them about origin. I could speak to them about roasting. I could speak to them about brewing, different styles of brewing, etc. The knowledge level might not be like super high, but everyone knew about these things, and they were there because they liked what they were doing, which is very hard to come by in India at the moment. I call them, I'm sorry to say this, baristas, so watching, please don't get offended, but most of the baristas that I meet are button pushers. So grinder has a button, they push that. The coffee machine has a button, they push that. That is most of the baristas that I see in the country. They all say, I want to become a barista, I want to get paid higher salaries, but nobody wants to put in the time and effort to learn what it takes to get those higher salaries and then move up the ladder as a coffee professional, which is unfortunate. And also social media is making it fancy for, because most of the baristas that I see are pouring fancy latte arts, posting it on Instagram. They're getting bunch of likes and shares, and they're happy with it. But that's not just coffee. Latte art is not just coffee. Not to diss on the art, the skill or the there are a lot of latte art professionals around. Not to diss on them, but then that's part of a good coffee.
it's part of the presentation.
Yes.
Whereas the meat or the core of it is a good, nicely brewed coffee.
Yeah. The latte art is 100% very important because you eat with your ice, you drink with your ice first, and then you taste the coffee. But latte art is not going to bring the customer back. It's the taste that's going to bring the customer back. Having a good latte art, yes, definitely is a positive, but it should not be the only thing that you should do. So unfortunately, that is what is happening in the country. We have social media baristas, rather, if I were to put it that way. We don't have actual baristas. Baristas need to be like chefs. Right? They need to understand the ingredients and the variables.
No, I mean, on that note, I want you to touch a bit on, like, see, we go to cafes, like you have coffee and then you have food.
Yeah.
Pairing of food with coffee is also very, very important, which a lot of us get that wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Want to share some examples?
So in India, even today, it's not a break or make sort of a thing, food and coffee pairing. The reason I'll tell you, the reason is because in the West, mostly European countries, a meal is ended with coffee.
Correct.
That is coming into the country.
Why is that?
Because it's a digestive. So after you eat, you drink a cup of coffee, it increases your metabolism and then you digest food better. So that is why coffee is always consumed after a meal in the European countries. India is starting to take up to that culture. You have a good, nice lunch and then you end it with a coffee. But it's still not 100% there yet. So even today, people are able to get away with serving a food that is random. Like you could have a biryani with a specialty coffee. It exists.
It does?
In Hyderabad, there are multiple cafes who serve this. There is biryani on the menu and there is specialty coffee on the menu. Right? So, and nobody seems to complain, and a lot of people are also enjoying it. But slowly after a couple of years, I think that will not fly. because people will start to understand that both of them don't go well together, or they will just say, they will drink the coffee and they say this coffee tastes bad because their palate is laced with spices from biryani.
So it's almost like it's going to get to a point of wine pairing.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
It's very similar.
Yeah. It is very important. Like I said, I spoke about water, right? The water that you serve at the cafe matters. Same way, the food that you pair with your coffee matters. So if coffee is the star product in your restaurant, then you will have to have food that will complement it. If not, you say, I'm a food place and I want to also be serving coffee, then choose a coffee and also only put the coffee beverages on your menu that will suit the food that you have. Yeah. So you can't have like a mild, delicate pour over and you're serving like thick Indian spicy gravy food, right? It won't. The coffee would just taste bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
And it's like it's washed
Yes. Yeah.
with the flavors of the heavy food, spices.
Correct.
Suhas, now I want this to be rapid.
Okay.
So to start with, a rapid round. This thing. I don't want you to think too hard.
Okay.
Okay. So apart from Benki,
Yeah.
if you were to name top 4 cafes in Bangalore, apart from Benki, Araku, and Blue Tokoi. I took it 3 options off.
Leaving Benki, Araku, Blue Tokai, I would pick Ground Up.
Yeah.
Then I would do very, very tough because there are quite a few good coffee shops. There's Drip and Drop in JP Nagar. They do a good job. There is Caffeine Bar. I like some of their coffees as well. Fourth one. I'm too biased. I'm a South Bangalorean, and then I diss on all of the influencers and then food reviewers who always just talk about North Bangalore.
Correct.
Right? So who else? And let me choose someone from North Bangalore. Yeah.
Okay.
Coffee Mechanics.
Coffee Mechanics.
Yeah.
Mechanics. So South Bangalore, apart from the ones that you mentioned, I like the coffee at Nenapu.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nenapu is good as well.
Nenapu is good. If I really want a shot of Cortado, then I go to Kate Culture.
Okay.
Right? I like, for some, I don't know, I really like their Cortado there.
Yeah.
And I think they also have a good pairing of food to go with.
Correct.
Being a South Bangalore and being a South Indian.
Yeah.
And you're a foodie, I know.
Yeah.
Your 5 old Bangalore places where you would love to eat.
CTR is one of my favorites. Vidyarthi Bhavan. I mean, it's coincidence that it's both dosas, but they're different. They're completely different. Brahmin's Coffee Bar.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I really enjoy that.
Brahmin's Coffee Bar, yes, after having the idli, whatever,
Yeah.
I definitely love ending it with the coffee.
Yes.
The filter coffee there.
Absolutely. Yeah. So these 3 are my top choices.
Okay.
For it. Yeah.
And globally, top 4 places that you would like to visit for if you really want to experience coffee. What would?
There is in Korea, there is a place called Month Coffee in Busan. Phenomenal. I really like it. In UAE, in Sharjah, there is a place called Benchmark, which is phenomenal. That's one of my top picks. So Italy, a lot of people would not like me saying this, that you want to go for coffee in Italy because coffee in Italy sucks. Even though it's a mecca of best coffee machines and grinders and so much coffee equipment, by and large, coffee in Italy is bad. But the whole feel of being in Italy, sipping that 1 cup of espresso is magical. Is really, really nice.
So it's the ambience.
It's just the ambience. You're drinking bad coffee, but then the whole aura in that place, in the country, is phenomenal. Being served by an Italian traditional barista, is a shot of espresso is phenomenal. So I as a specialty coffee guy, I still like coffee in Italy. I really like the whole feeling. Sitting street side, watching the street, all the chairs and tables turned towards the street. It's amazing.
We can't even imagine doing that in Bangalore.
No, with the pollution and the honking, no ways that can happen. But there, yes, it can happen, and then it's beautiful. I really like Italy and drinking coffee in Italy, a shot of espresso. Um, that's one, and
There's a place in Dubai that you mentioned.
in Sharjah.
Sharjah.
Benchmark. A friends of mine own the place, uh, and they've been renowned by global coffee professionals. They have not won any awards. They're still like a hidden gem, but they do phenomenal coffee.
Let's expand that to India. Three top places.
Curious Life.
Curious Life.
Yeah. Curious Life is where I enjoy coffee. Neeraj is the owner. They do phenomenal work there. I love them. And in Hyderabad, there is True Black that I like. Now it's become a 5 outlet coffee shop. So I'm not complaining about that, but then it's not the same as before when Rohit used to be there, the owner used to be there, one outlet. Probably he also made a part of the whole experience, right? So now it's hard to come by, but True Black is a place that I enjoy my coffee. I choose 1 or 2 outlets of the 5, which is phenomenal. I like them there. And
Up north
in Delhi, Quick Brown Fox.
Okay.
Quick Brown Fox. I like their milk beverages a lot. He does phenomenal combinations of the right milk with the right coffee that I really like. In Mumbai, there are a few cafes that do really good as well.
Mumbai, I haven't really heard. I don't know. When you talk about coffee culture, this thing, Hyderabad has caught up, Jaipur, Delhi has caught up, Bangalore, of course. Mumbai, I haven't really heard of coffee culture there.
No, it's pretty big. The coffee drink consumption is pretty big. A lot of coffee shops, much more than Bangalore, to be honest.
Oh,
in terms of number of cafes, etc. There is a place called Bean Theory in Mumbai. They are in Thane, tucked away. Small place. A couple owns the coffee shop. Great desserts. They bake in house, and then even the coffee. They are on it. The owners themselves are coffee professionals, baristas. So that's a place that I would enjoy my coffee. And Chennai also has some phenomenal. Eventide is the name of a place. Broad Bakery does really great coffees.
So is this coffee culture kind of catching up in tier 2 cities as well?
It's growing faster in tier 2 cities than in tier 1 cities because people have the spending power and the time. And also the overheads are so much more cheaper. So the cafes can really splurge on real estate and then have more comfortable seating, etc. Surat has a lot of coffee shops as well that way. It's been so many years since I've been to Surat. There were some great coffee shops. Now I hear there are good coffee shops in Surat. Ahmedabad as well has some phenomenal coffee shops.
I think Ahmedabad, again, one, of course, I would attribute is to the spending power. But also you have, the younger generation, right? The college, the universities there. And there's also a debate that is going on about tea versus coffee.
Tea is still the highest consumed beverage. So a lot of people have a misconception that in the South, coffee is a higher consumed beverage. But no, even in the South, tea is per capita, tea consumption is higher. In the South as well. Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala. So that's a daily driver for a lot of people because it has caffeine, which is also does similar, gives you similar results as caffeine. So that is why it is had at the moment. The biggest advantage is that it's so much more cheaper per cup cost. It could be sold at a cheaper price as well than coffee.
Okay.
Per cup cost is much cheaper with tea. So that is why it will always still stay the mass market tea until the middle class grows, right? Like as the disposable income increases, people would laterally want to move from something massy to aspirational beverage. So today the biggest competitor for coffee is tea. Is tea. So
and I'm sure it also helps that our Prime Minister endorses.
Yeah. Recently, he's been talking a lot about coffee in his reels and in his, in his interviews and all of that, because I think he realizes the potential of coffee and how quickly it is growing. So thanks to him for doing that. But yeah, so as people move to higher disposable income, they'll be open to drinking more expensive beverages, and that's when we should entice them and then educate them on good coffee. And convert them from tree drinking to coffee drinking. Yeah.
We should become a nation of coffee drinkers.
Coffee drinkers. Because honestly, if you see, even the tea that they drink is not high quality tea. They're not drinking it for the tea flavor. Just like how instant coffee is. A lot of the people who are drinking instant coffee are not drinking it for the flavor. They're drinking it for the caffeine in it. So the same way the tea drinkers are also drinking it for the kick out of it and then to keep them awake, etc. So to show them that there is better quality, you can enjoy more flavors in coffee, should be every coffee professional's goal. And not to compete with another coffee shop or a roastery or another coffee company.
You just spoke about the kick that you get from drinking coffee or chai and this thing. Earlier, you spoke about the jitters, right? My last part of the segment that I want to kind of touch upon is how does one deal with caffeine, jitters, and kick, especially when you end up having a strong cup in the evening. And you're not getting your sleep. Right? What should be a quick home remedy or things that, because I've asked this question to you a million times. Dude, right now I'm all wired up and how do I calm myself down? So what are the quick fixes, home remedies?
So you could do yogurt or you could just go up and down the stairs.
Burn it out.
So burning it out is one of the quickest and the best way to do it, because the reason why you're not able to sleep is because your metabolism is high and then you have a surge of energy which you need to burn out. And if you burn that out, you'll quickly be able to go back to sleep. Or yogurt really helps. Coconut water, strawberry juice, strawberry plain juice without milk.
Lemon
Juice. Lemon also, again, it depends because coffee is acidic. I mean, it has increased your metabolism. So you have a lot of digestive juices. So you're putting something more acidic into your body. So if you have gastric issues and things like this, I wouldn't really do lemon juice. Coconut water. Anything that cools you down is always a good thing to be doing when you have jitters.
What is an ideal amount of coffee that one should consume in a day?
So it's a very debated topic because human body is different from person to person. Your BMI and all of these things play a role. Average, a person should ideally not consume more than 4 cups. 4 cups of coffee. But again, the debate is before the coffees were instant coffee, right? When these research reports came. So instant coffee had a certain amount of caffeine. Now today we have so many plethora of coffee options. Like an espresso on an average has 7 to 10 mg. Like a brewed cup has about 20 mg. And also depends on what varietal you're using and all of those kind of things. So if you were to have brewed coffee, that is about 60, 80 mg of caffeine that you're consuming. So it really depends on the body type. So what I would suggest people is to try different coffees and then see what suits them. And also a lot of people have this, they drink coffee and then they don't feel that great they might be lactose intolerant. Most of them would have had milk-based coffees. And a lot of the milk that we have today is not of good quality. Correct. I urge such people to drink black coffee and then try if it's really yielding them the same results. So a lot of people are messing up their stomachs because of the milk, not because of coffee. And then also the hygiene in the coffee shop. So the first thing that I notice when I go is I see the steam wand of the coffee machine where the milk is steamed. If it has white stains on them, I don't drink coffee. I'll notice the hopper of the coffee grinder. If it's oily, I don't drink. Because coffee produces oil, which is similar to vegetable oil, which becomes rancid over the days or the hours, and then that goes into your cup. You will have a stomach upset.
Oh wow!
Like if you eat or drink rancid oil, you will have a stomach upset. I mean, how many times mom would have told, "Don't eat street side," because the oil would be a week old. That's exactly the same thing that happens in your coffee grinders. So if you see a murky, oily coffee grinder, don't drink coffee.
Just walk out.
Just have a bottle of water or a mojito. Or even a Coca-Cola. It's even still more healthier than that. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So, I mean, we wanted to kind of wind down, but again, there is this very interesting question, thing that you brought up,
Yeah.
especially about the household thing.
Yeah.
What are the myths around decaf?
Um, there is no decaf that I've tasted that tastes good. I'll start with that. So that's a big downside to be drinking decaf, because you're drinking decaf coffee because you like flavor of coffee, the flavors that the coffee gives. But in decaf, that flavor is lost. Correct? Because you're taking a bean and then you're putting it through a certain process. There are multiple processes. You're putting it through a process where you're removing caffeine. In that, in turn, you also remove
Flavors.
Yeah, because there has not been a method invented where you can just remove caffeine and leave every other volatile or the flavor molecules in coffee. So that's one of the biggest drawbacks. But if you still say, hey, look, no, I cannot live without not having coffee, that flavor is so addictive, so decaf is the option.
So, in other words, decaf is like, okay, I just need the flavor.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm having
Yeah.
decaf.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what are the most common myths about coffee?
About coffee, yeah. Coffee is, you should drink coffee in empty stomach. Helps you better, helps in health. No.
No.
Definitely 100% not. I've seen a lot of people, even food influencers, a lot of people suggest this. Wake up and drink coffee on empty stomach. Never.
Yeah.
That's one of the common myths that should go away, for sure. And coffee leads to cancer. Normal brewed coffee leads to cancer. Absolutely not. The carcinogens that you get out of a brewed cup of coffee is as much as in a chapati. So it's like saying, like one chapati. So it's like saying, I eat 4 chapatis when I eat chapati, right? That's 4 cups of cancer.
Oh God.
So
Okay.
that's how much is there in 1 cup of coffee. So that's a total lie, is a myth. And coffee is made in a factory. A lot of people still don't know this, that it comes from a tree.
Seriously?
It's surprising. It's really surprising that even today, at this day and age, a lot of people think that coffee is made in a factory. So it does not. It's a natural product. Comes from a tree. It comes from a fruit. So that's one myth that stays. And running a coffee shop is crazy profitable. Is a myth. It's not. So it's like any other business. You could net about 8 to 12%, 15% at max is the net profits that you can make by running a coffee shop. So everyone who's starting one should know this. It's a myth that we make 200% margins.
No, I wish.
No, I wish. Yeah.
Adding to that profitability part of it, there's also this whole thing about you should have a shot of coffee before you work out.
Yeah.
Does that help?
Really helps. You should have it 30 minutes before you start your workout as a pre-workout drink. It's like having a cup of Red Bull or a can of Red Bull, right? So it gives you a surge of energy, and then you tend to, because you have that surge of energy, you tend to lift weights better, you tend to run better, you tend to work out more efficiently. Kicks up even studying, for that matter. If you're going to start studying, drink a shot of espresso 30 minutes before.
Yeah.
Right? Not a milk beverage. I would definitely say a black coffee. Have a cup of black coffee 30 minutes before you start studying, because you're going to be alert.
Correct.
And then that is going to help.
I've seen this happen, right? I mean, I have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And I can actually knock off immediately.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then when I get up,
Yeah.
say after a 15-minute or a 20-minute nap,
Yeah.
I'm that much more alert.
Yeah.
And that's probably, is that because, it takes about 20 minutes
Correct.
for the coffee to actually kick in.
Yeah.
Right?
This was a theory I tested as well, because someone told me that this is what they do, and I was really surprised, and it really works. And for me, caffeine doesn't kick in 30 minutes. It takes a little longer. So
the amount of coffee that you consume.
So I've noticed that it's usually like 45 minutes down the line is when I really see that caffeine energy surge. So afternoon naps, drink a cup of coffee, and then immediately hit the bed. And then by the time you wake up, that caffeine would have hit, and you wake up so fresh with full of energy. Because afternoon naps usually tend to slow you down for the rest of the day, right?
Correct.
But if you do this, it really, really works. So I've tried and tested this. So for anyone who's watching this, try it, and then it's like magic. It's like magic.
No, I agree with you. It definitely works for me. If I know that the second half of the day is going to be crazy hectic, and I need to be alert, I always do that. I have a cup of coffee, hit the bed, have a quick nap,
and then wake up.
And it works.
Correct. Absolutely it does.
Awesome. So Suhas, thanks for doing this. It's been a fantastic conversation. A lot of topics spoken, myths about coffee, how to run a cafe, how to run a business, how to find your passion. I mean, it's been fantastic. Thanks for doing this.
It's my pleasure, Mayur. Thank you so much for having me over.
For everyone out there, keep having that coffee and keep your mojo alive.